My God, I am live streaming on my iPad for the first time. This is George Senda. If I'd known about this before, you would have seen it at Alien Con, but I'm in my apartment live and not awake. I want science to invent a new element, caffeinium, and what this element would do would inject the caffeine directly into your bloodstream and immediately wake you up, because I am up at the ungodly hour of 7:05 in the morning. When I take over the world, I'll ban the word morning and good morning and have a good day until I've had my coffee. Thank God for the invention of coffee. Thank God for the creation of coffee. I could not function without it. Well, I found this app, and it's live. So I am. No chat. At least not that I can figure out yet. Now they want me to pay $2.99. This is Cameleon. But I am live, and I don't know how this is going to look or anything. Let me see if I can go to my channel and see if it's showing up. But it's connected to YouTube, as far as I know. Let's see. Yes, it is there. Cameleon live. I don't know if it has chat or not. Let's see. Yes, it has chat. I am here. Good morning, Sheba and Muffy. Good morning, Be Silly. I am alive. I am semi-comatose. Because I got up because I was hungry and ate the last TV dinner and had to let Fluffy out. He was meowing the entire time I was eating. And my head hurts. Oh, last night, let me tell you what happened after the video. I moved the Linden Molten Howl picture to put, and hello Linda if you're out there, because you got a notification, to put the thing in the picture frame I found. I'll get a piece of plastic to cover that up instead of glass, because when glass falls down it shatters. This fell off the shelf and did a nosedive and hit me right on the bone, right here. And I'm going to tell you, I was staggered. Hit right here on the, whatever that is, the orbit of the eye or something. God, this little guy is hard. And it hurt like hell. So he's getting moved. I don't trust Charmander now. But I started looking this morning while I was awake for a way to live stream on my iPad or MacBook. And I found this app. And I am live. So if I had known about this, I would have thanked Linda Moulton Howe for this, because I happened to be scrolling through through YouTube, and saw an associate of hers walking through Alien Con for 9 minutes, including the Orion room, live. And I said, how did you do that? What are you using? And I didn't get an answer yet, because I didn't. And then I started to say, wait a minute. If she can do it, there's got to be a way I can do it. And this is it. This is not coming through my MacBook. This is coming straight from my iPad. Now, if you excuse me a moment, I have to get the charger and plug this in so I don't run out of power. And once this thing gets fixed, it's still doing the business of multiple letters and screwing things up, and I type passwords. Then I can go out once I get T-Mobile for $75, and if anyone wants to donate $75 to the guy from Pittsburgh, I can go out and be live on the street, be live in the gutter. I don't know, but this is very exciting. No longer do I have to upload to YouTube and wait for the thing to go in. It's in. It's on. And be silly, I am live. Or as live I'm going to get at 7:05. So finally you get what you wanted to see. I am live streaming because I still can't type an S on my iPad, on my MacBook. So to go to T-Mobile and turn the iPad live, I need $75, which I don't have. I have $2 in my bank account, and I've talked to Bank of America, and I'll be going there today. I don't have to fund it for 30 days, and I have to go to Social Security or call Social Security and change my deposit. Be rid of Wells Fargo forever, the evil Wells Fargo. So, but now you see it. Now I'm going to turn off the alien head because he's too bright. One day I have to have somebody put a switch on there. That him? Yes. All right. Let's see what happens if I turn this off. That's a little better. So this is actually live on my iPad, and I'm been going now babbling away for 6 minutes and 51 seconds talking about absolutely nothing other than the fact that I'm live. And with live chat. And Lisa, what the hell are you doing up at this time in the morning? I know you're editing video, but I hate mornings. I've got a headache for being hit on the head with that stupid Charmander. Oh God, that's still sore. It's right there. Thing came down and hit me on the head. So now there is a delay here. I'm seeing me live on the iPad and delayed on the MacBook. Uh-oh, wait a minute, what the hell? Now it's saying I got a low battery, which makes no sense. This thing is plugged in. Hold on. Or it should be plugged in. Hold on, I gotta move this. I keep getting this not charging crap on this thing, and it's right. I think debris gets in the port. I gotta get one of those air cans. All right, I think it's charging now. I don't know. They said they've already paid it back. They've already paid the merchant, and it is not their policy to return my money. So the only recourse I have now is write a letter to the chairman or go to the annual meeting and say I want my $227 back. But I am done with Wells Fargo. By the way, I found another card. This was Sasquatch Syndicate, Chuck Geveshausen, founder, and he has videos and artwork on Sasquatch. So if you're into Sasquatch, go look up the Sasquatch Syndicate. You have syndicated Sasquatch. So, this is the last bank that's ever going to rip me off, or at least the last Wells Fargo bank, who are reinventing themselves, reinventing more ways to scam customer the money out of money. And I have had more people tell me that Wells Fargo has ripped them off and that they didn't get their money. And Kathy or somebody told me, I think it was Kathy, that someone she knew, or someone on chat they were ripped off for $400 out of their savings account, or $600. So it's rampant with this bank. But anyway, I'm so happy to finally be able to do this with this free app, and to add emojis and other things is $2.99. So when I come up with $2.99, I'll add the other features, and I've got to go figure out my password for Facebook. So this will go to my Facebook page live. I don't remember. I write all my passwords in this little book. Then I can't remember all the passwords. So, and I woke up with a headache because I think I got a concussion or something. I don't know what this damn thing did to me. I never thought this thing was hard as a rock because I love my Charmander, but that fell off the thing and just, it must have hit terminal velocity or something. Oh, God. So, how are all you this morning? What's going on? Yeah, there is a lag, which is funny because the iPad's on top of UFO Hunters actually, and expert podcasting practices for dummies, and it's like 2 feet from the MacBook, so it must be sending it. I don't know if it's sending it through Wi-Fi or sending it to the MacBook first or how it's working, but it's working. Now the thing with T-Mobile though is I'm only live in here or somewhere where there's a Wi-Fi hotspot. I would not be live out in the street, and that's why they said it's $75 a month. They don't have that. I will in September or maybe even August, but not this month. Yeah, I'm amazed. If it didn't hit my eyeball, I would have been done in, because that's the eye that lets me see far. Then I would have had the need of a seeing eye cat and a seeing eye dog and maybe a seeing eye horse. I had it up there and I just moved it over about an inch, and so that was scary. And I was on the phone with Kathy and I let out this scream and I doubled over in pain. I mean, I was almost on the floor. That's how much that hurt. It doesn't weigh that much. You take this lid off. So this is the most dangerous Charmander in the universe. This guy has serious issues, and he wants to fly. So he gets down on the next to the last shelf. I don't trust him anymore. You know how much fun this is, though? I mean, I can actually sit here and people can see me live. I'm amazed by that. If you had told me that when I was 13 or 14 in 1965 or 66, that one day people could see me across the world like this, I would have said you were nuts. Now, we had television, but I don't think we had a lot of live TV back then. And by the way, for the record, this is 128 by 720 optimal. Don't ask me what that means. I need a haircut. So, but it is still I'm still mind-boggled by the idea of Skype, where you can talk to someone across the world for free. When I grew up, we had Dick Tracy talking in his two-way wristwatch, and you have a two-way wristwatch now. You can talk for free on, I guess, Android or something. So it's not that I'm not up to the times, even though in some ways I am not up to the times, but the idea of this still boggles me. I never thought we'd get this far. Not anytime soon. It was the talk of science fiction. 54 years ago, this was science fiction. Now we're living in science fact, which is amazing. Man, it still hurts. Ooh, I shouldn't have rubbed it, I guess. Hope I didn't break the bone. So your dream is halfway fulfilled. Your wish that I live stream everywhere. I can now live stream in my apartment. I could probably go out and live stream my balcony. I don't think the signal will reach any further than my balcony. But I can go and sit out there now. I could probably go with a long, if I get a 50-foot outdoor extension cord to do the power strip, I could probably sit out there in my chair when it's quiet at night and a lot cooler in here and do live streaming from my plastic chair. I still need a new tripod, and so I could put the iPad on the tripod and not have to hold on to it or prop it up a book. But this is exciting to me, and that means I can live stream. My bed is a mess. There is live streaming of my living room. Now, you know, I could get a second iPad and mount it to something. That's my live stream with my thumb. And put it up on the bookcase. I've got a milk crate there. I could maybe figure out a hook thing with this broken iographer and get a second iPad and live stream the kitty cats while I'm gone. You could see kitty cat. Wow, I'm seeing my living room. And my disgusting kitchen, which I have to start working on today. I will, when I'm more awake. Yes, I'm going to make the church, but that requires land. And no pain. Both sides of my head are hurting now. And the church requires a second piece of land away from the complex. So we're still talking 2 years. But that's it. I'm not going to divulge anything about that until I have the land. But you'll like my idea. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell you. I've already got the website set up, and I own it. No one else. And I've got to file the tax paperwork. I've got to name directors of the board. I've gone to a church site and they've offered to help, but I haven't even started it. I'm not going to start till there's a place to build the structure and then put in the infrastructure for what I want to do. And that church will take donations. Not for me, but for the operation of the church where people can meet and greet. And it will be while we will worship the Almighty, it will be a somewhat secular church. For reasons I will not explain at this time. And there will be proselytizing, but it won't be the normal proselytizing you hear for some guy trying to tell you to worship Jesus or something, or Hare Krishna, or the Moonies, or any of those other, not that I'm saying Christianity is a cult, but any of those other religions. This will be a different kind of religion. And I will not divulge anything further, but I'm going to ask Jeremy and Justin to be two of my board of directors. I don't know any board of directors I need, but it has to be trusted people. No trolls, no wannabes, no backstabbers. And then I will draw, once the church is in operation and we have a building and a meeting place and the whatever incorporation papers there are, and what I want to put in, we need seats, air conditioning, and all of that. And then I need to put in a sound system and a recording system and all of that. So we will need donations for all that. And then people hopefully will flock to this church. But there will be one requirement, I won't mention that either, but it will be a requirement that people will gladly accept. It's not an onerous requirement at all. So, but I have to keep the details secret because some troll out there, probably from the sewer dab, will steal the idea. But they can't steal the website because I own it. But I've got to figure out. I got to sit down, go to the IRS in Oakland, and say, how do I incorporate a church? No, White Troll will not be my investor. I wouldn't trust White Troll to give me bus fare. He had his chance to support the guy from Pittsburgh to go to Alien Con, and he lied. And if I came back, if I sent him an email, he would give me a donation. And then he reneged and said, I never said that. White Troll will be in the punishment area of the church of Reverend George Senda. You'll be in the stocks or the pillory or the dunking chair. Curtis can be my audio-visual consultant. And I've told him all is forgiven. And I will be probably going, if things work out, I will be going to Baltimore in November of next year. And Curtis says, we'll set the next crowdfunding. And I already said I don't want anybody to help me, but I may decide I do need one help, but I'm going to try to fund as much of it as I can myself. But once I get the land for my complex, then I will try to find another piece of land, and I use the term relatively close by. I want to drive 500 miles to the church, or be driven 500 miles to church. And I want to have it somewhere where people can get to, where it's not 50 miles down a dirt road or something. And, you know, I may put it at first in a Quonset hut or something like that. That's easy to build and quick, and put a bunch of pews in there and have air conditioning, a door in the front, a door in the back, and put a sound system and speakers and a microphone. And but I intend to have somebody produce artwork and photographs and things like that. So it's all in the head here. I'm also working on a logo and other things. So all of that takes time, and I have to think up the idea. And then the reason I want somebody to do stuff for me on Fiverr, it's cheap. But I want someone in the United States, because I have a lot of ideas. There's a lot of things in the works. There'll be a new t-shirt in August. And this thing is doing it again. What the hell is going on with this charger? It is not charging. It was charging all night. I really am going nuts with this thing. It should be charging. And I can't get out of it to see if it will charge. So this may end quicker than I started. If it starts saying, it starts going to 4 and 3 and 2%, then there's something wrong with this charger. And I had to switch chargers because the other charger wasn't charging either. All right, there it is. I plugged it in. And now I'm, wait a minute, now it's gone to 4%. Something is wrong here. Hold on. Sorry about that. It's saying not charging. I don't understand this. Let me plug it on the one on the floor. Maybe it will change if I switch